Why are alcohols considered universal solvents? It's because they've got both a polar end and a non-polar part. So the molecule is partly polar and partly non-polar. So it can dissolve in polar and non-polar substances, which is true of carboxylic acids. They're organic acids, so they're weak, and all acids have got a sharp taste. How can an alcohol be converted to a carboxylic acid? You can treat the alcohol with a strong oxidizing agent, in other words, add a lot more oxygen to it, and suddenly you'll go from COH to C double bond O at the end, which is a carboxylic acid. Chloroethane means there's all double bonds. There's only a single chloro. They're not saying di, tri, tetra, hexa, or whatever. So your correct answer here is going to be eth is 2, all single bonds with one chlorine on it. Butanoic acid means that my carbon chain must have 4 carbons on it, and it needs to have the COOH group at the end. So here we've got the COOH group and 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. So your correct answer here is going to be butanoic acid over there. Tetrachloromethane means it needs to have 4 carbons on it. Methane means just 4 chlorines on it. Methane means just 1 carbon. So D is your correct answer. 2-methyl, 1-butanol. So we're going to look for a 4-carbon chain with an alcohol group on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the alcohol group. It's 1-butanol, so that seems reasonable, but then the methyl would need to be on the 2nd carbon, which is over there, and it's not. So let's look at another one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got the alcohol group there. It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 2nd carbon, I've got a methyl group. That looks reasonable. On the first one, an alcohol. On the second one, a methyl. So C is looking very good. Just checking the others. Here we've got a chain of 1, 2, 3, 4, and again, that's number 1, then this is number 3, not number 2. 1, 2, 3 again, and if that's number 1, that must be number 3. So the only correct one there is C. 1, 2, 3 propantriol means I have got 3 carbons, and I need to have an alcohol group on each of those 3 carbons. So it is going to be 1, 2, 3 carbons in a chain. This one's got a alcohol group, this one's got an alcohol group, and that one's got an alcohol group. So your correct answer here is going to be B. 1,1,1 propantriol means that I am going to take a look at having an prop chain, but all of the hydroxide or the OH groups need to be on 1 carbon on number 1. So A is going to be my correct answer. Name the following compound. We have got 4, so it's bute. There's an alcohol group on the 2nd carbon, so it's butanol. Name the at second, because we have to label from the side closest to the functional group, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Name the following compound. I have got a 3-carbon chain, so it's prop, and there's a chloro on the first one. So, since it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and therefore it's 1-chloropropane. Name the following. We're going to have to go on to the next slide. And here we have got 3 chlorines on 1 carbon, so it's methane. And it is trichloro. And there's nowhere else for them to be but on that 1 chlorine, so we don't have to give an address. Trichloromethane. Name the following. Here we've got 4 carbons all the way around, so it's tetrachloromethane. Name the following. Here we have got 3 carbons in a chain, and we've got the carboxylic acid group, so it's propanoic acid. And over here we've got an alcohol group, an alcohol group, and an alcohol group on a 5 chain. So it's pentantriol, but we need to give the address of those trials. So it's 1, 2, and 4 that you will get it. Pentantriol, 1, 2, 3, 4, or prop. There's no prop. There's no 3 anything, so it's not going to be prop, it's tri. So the correct answer is given there. Then we've got another naming. Here we've got a double bond, so there's going to, and it's there 2, so it's going to be ethene, and there's 4 carbons, so it's tetrachloroethene. And then naming the next one, it's ethane, because it's all double bonds, so we're going to look for an ane group, and then we are going to say on the first carbon there are 3 chloro, so it's 1,1,1 trichloroethane. Or you need to say where each of those chlorines are.